On Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's been another busy week here at Imperial. Lots of new fish brought in on the last order. We brought in a big shipment of wild caught fish from Peru. Also, a lot of new fish breeding here at Imperial that we have available now. So I'm gonna walk you guys around and show you some of the new stuff that just arrived. Also, it looks like a construction zone around here. I'll show you some of the projects that I'm working on here in the new building. So thank you guys that are joining, and I hope you like what you see. And don't forget, we're going to do a giveaway also, the Facebook giveaway. So if you guys follow us on our Imperial Tropicals business page, we're doing a giveaway for a hat, and we're also going to throw some promo codes in on that giveaway. So I'm going to let some people get on, and then we're going to announce the winners. So you still have time to comment, so 5-10 minutes. So the contest was to like, share, comment on the Facebook post on our business page, and then we'll use the random comment picker to pick a winner. So I'm going to go through some of these questions. I'm going to flip the camera so you're not just staring at me. Try to show you guys some fish, and then I'm going to answer some of the questions that you guys are posting. So we got some zebra autocinclus. So the zebras are one of the more rare of the autocinclus, and we had brought some in before, and they were really small, and they did not do that well. So these guys are you can see we put some palm fronds in there, and these are also under treatment, but they're looking really well. They should be out of quarantine hopefully by next week, and then we're going to have these guys up on the website. And I know Traden's been uploading a lot of the new stuff to the website, fish that are ready to go from last week's shipment. It typically takes us about 1 week after the fish arrive before they go through a quarantine process, and then they go up on the website. But they don't go up on the website until they're 100% healthy. So sometimes it takes 2 weeks for them to go through the quarantine process, and that's just so we make sure that we do not send out any fish that are not 100% healthy. So as you can see, here's some big bleeding heart tetras. This is from a previous order. These guys came in on 9/3, but as you can see, these guys are looking really nice. Big size too. I'm going to answer some of these questions. We are getting some humidity on the tanks just from the air temperature. Like, it's starting to get a little bit cooler here in Florida, and you can see some of the condensation on the tanks. This is the blueberry tetra. These actually are tank raised. Our good friend Hans Evers from Germany got these to our friend in Indonesia, but this is a really rare tetra, so it's really cool. It's got lots of purple and red on it. Very nice tetra. This is the orange Bolivian tetra, also really rare. So I'm gonna leave the camera on there while I answer some of these questions and comments. Mohammed's on. What's up? He's in India right now tuning in. What time is it? What time is it over there right now? I imagine it's a pretty big time difference. So I hope your trip's going really well. So, and that's pretty awesome that you're still able to tune in even though you're 3,000 miles away or further. Shannon's on. How's everybody's day? And it's been a good week for us here at Imperial. We got a lot accomplished. We're getting ready for winter time, so it's been very busy, but it's been a great week. Maria, nice. Glad to see you made it on. I hadn't seen you on the last couple weeks, which I know Drayden did it last week, so I always see your comments on our YouTube videos. You usually watch them after the live stream, so glad to have you on. David, do you think you'll have any more red Empress Mels? That's a Drayden question. I do know that we ran out of one. Drayden will have that answer for you. But, you know, I do know that we had some new strains that we introduced on the Red Empress that have locations. I think we got at least 2 different locations now reading. So, but shoot Drayton an email, and he might be able to have time at some point to get on and answer, you know, during the live stream. But if not, just, you know, shoot him an email. Chris Biggs is on. What's up, Biggs? He said, I miss Meet Andrade's first winter blizzard. Chris Biggs, a good friend of ours up there in Winnipeg with Spencer Jack and the crew, and you know, just great to see you on, Chris. And we're not having a blizzard here. It's actually quite nice. It's gotten cold, but cold in Florida and cold in Winnipeg are 2 different things. But it is starting to cool down, so your frigid winter is slowly creeping down here to Florida. Hopefully it doesn't creep too fast and too hard, but we actually had to cover up our reservoir pond. This is the pond for the building because it started cooling down at night, but we got all the cables tightened. We're ready, you know, probably here in about the next 2 to 3 weeks. When we do a live feed and we step out, you're going to see plastic just like that pond. You'll see plastic on all these ponds out here because we have to do that every winter, but we're having great weather. Like, this is like, you know, shorts and t-shirt type weather, but it is starting to cool down, but nothing like Winnipeg. So I can't wait till you guys start traveling again, Chris, and you guys come down here to Florida and see us. I don't even think y'all have seen the new building yet in person. So a flick of the wrist. Missed you guys last week. Saw it was busy. Nice. Yeah, last week Drayton held it down. He went on and announced the winner. What did we give away last week? I'm trying to remember. I think he did. What did we give away last week?
OB Peacock.
OB Peacock last week was OB Peacock. This week it's going to be a hat, and we're going to do some promo codes, and then we're going to pick out a fish for next Friday. So, you know, just tune in on that. Usually, I think Monday is when they've been putting out the video for what we're going to be giving away the following week. But and if y'all don't know, Chris Biggs has his own YouTube channel, and it is one of my favorite channels out there because not only does he talk about fish, but he's talking about everything that's weird and that I never knew about on his videos. So you could check out his video on YouTube and give him a hard time for me, all right? Terry Newton is asking about Black Friday. Are we doing a Black Friday promo sale this year? Yes, we are. All right, you know, you guys have been following us for some time. You know, during the year we might do, you know, a little sale here or there, but you know, we do not do like big sales except for Black Friday. And you know, if you guys remember last Black Friday and the previous 2 or 3 Black Fridays, we've been doing it for 3 or 4 years now. We make it exciting. So there's going to be lots of big discounts, lots of new fish. It's going to be exciting, but we don't give out the details yet because we don't know all the details yet. We're still not even sure which fish we're going to be doing on Black Friday and what it's going to be all yet, but we'll probably know that literally days leading up to it, you know. So it's a lot of work to do, but every year on Black Friday we're going to do a big sale. If you guys are in our Imperial Tropicals Fish Keepers group, you can join that group, and you know, they can kind of give you an idea of what we did last year. And if you scroll back far enough on Facebook to last year, you can actually see the posts and stuff that describe it, you know. So it's going to be similar to the one we did last year, but just, you know, all different fish, and you know, it's going to be exciting though. We enjoy doing it. It's a lot of work on our end, but it's worth it. So you guys could look for something special come Black Friday. Two Guys Fish and Fry, what's up? They actually came out and to the farm yesterday it was, and picked out some new fish. So awesome to have you on. And now that, you know, I always mess up, you know, the names because on YouTube everybody has a different handle, you know. So I'm glad Tony made it out here and got him some new fish and drove all the way from North Carolina. So that's awesome. So, and I'm hoping that as COVID hopefully continues to get better, that we're going to start being open more for people to come out and pick out fish. Right now we're just doing pickups only, so you can order from our website and pick up, here at the farm. I wanted to show you these gold laser quarries. This is from that Peru shipment we got in last week. So this is a quarry, the gold and the green quarries that I've been wanting to get. I had them years ago, but they're not easy to find anymore. So I was excited that we were able to get, the gold laser and the green lasers in. I'll go show you the green lasers next. And then we also got these guys, Corridors Cichlid. Probably didn't even pronounce that right, but this is a pretty rare quarry also that looks really, really nice. So excited that we're bringing in all these new exotic Corridors cats. Here's the name of it right here. So these guys came in looking really nice. So if they're not up on our website yet, they should be on our website really, really soon. What else did we get on that order? A lot of it is, not ready for sale. Like we got the long-tailed woodtails. Those guys are still under quarantine. They are eating and looking a lot better. What else did we get? Some of them are hidden. This is a circular whiptail, and this is a really cool whiptail that I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this thing, they have like 6 to 8 inch trailers all the way back here that come out the back of their body. And from what Drayden was telling me, because this is a new fish to us, is that a friend of his that keeps them and breeds them says that these are carnivores, that they will actually eat other fish in your tank. So probably not the best for like a community South American setup, Let's go over here. I'll show you the orange lasers. No, that was the orange. This is the green laser quarries, and they're all hiding back there in the corner. But we like these so much that Mike Bernard is going to take a group of these guys over to his breeding room and set up a breeding colony, because they're really not common even out of the wild. I assume that's probably because the collectors have such a far trip to collect these guys and get them back and ship them out. But this is the green laser quarries. So you guys ready for us to pick a winner? So we'll pick a winner, and then I'm gonna go through some more of these comments. We don't have any fish in this section yet, but we have another big order that we're planning. It'll probably be a couple weeks away, but we're going to be bringing in a new shipment from Germany of all different types of Africans. So it'll have, Malawis, it'll have maybe some Vics, Tanganyikans. As you can see, we've been doing some work in here. We've been putting up more installation because we are expecting a cold winter. We've been covering up our skylights. So I don't know if you can see them up there on the top up there. That used to be where the skylights were, but because we learned last winter that a lot of the cold air was coming in through the skylights, we're going to cover them up this winter to hopefully save on heat, because it's when it does get really cold in here, it's difficult to keep these fish nice and in a tropical weather. So we like to keep it ideally around 78 all winter. All right, we're going to pick the winner. Now this is for the giveaway on our Facebook page. So November 8th, we posted up a video and basically let everybody know what we were going to be giving away, which, we've been doing fish every week. So this week we switched it up because we've been having a lot of people ask for hats and swag gear. So we decided to give away a hat this week, and we're going to do some promo codes. So we're going to pick the winner. If you commented on that post, liked and shared it, then you are entered into the contest. And I got a pen and paper right here to write down the winners' names. And just so everyone knows, it's completely random who the winners are. We take the URL and we put it in this search bar right here. And there's 26 entries, I want to say. Let me double check that. Yep. So we're going to hit the start button, and this is for the winner for the hat. So whoever the winner is, you will be able to pick out the color that you want, and we will ship it to you. So ready? Let's pick the winner. All right, winner is Ryan Storling. Let me write that down. Ryan, congratulations, Ryan. So we will tag you on that Facebook post, and you just reach out to us, and we will get you a hat picked out. And just so you guys know, we've got a bunch of new hats in. I think we have one of each color over here. So we got a new gray one, blue with tan, orange and gray. I know a lot of people like the orange. We even got the green one, which is the one I'm wearing right now. So I've been wanting to, get a new order of hats in. This is just some sample ones that we ordered. So I'll probably be going ahead and ordering new hats, and we'll have those up on the website really soon. So congratulations, Ryan. You are the winner of the hat. So we're going to give away some $20 promo codes. So we're going to pick 3 more winners, all right? And you'll have a $20 promo code that you can use whenever you get ready. So let's go to pick another winner. All right, Robert Pickleton. Write this down. P-I-L. You want a $20 promo code. So we're going to do this every Friday. Do not be upset if there's a Friday where we're like, man, we're just too busy to do it. But we're going to try to stick to that schedule. And every Friday, we're going to be giving away fish, promo codes, hats. Always something exciting that we're going to be giving away. So this is our give back to all the customers that's been supporting us and that follow us on social media. So Robert's a $20 promo code winner. Let's pick another one. April Painter. April's a winner. April Painter, congratulations, you got a $20 promo code coming from Imperial. All right, and one more. All right. Magaya. I probably butchered your name, but I do remember the name because I see her always posting on our page, and big fan, fish keeper. We congratulations, you won a $20 promo code. So if you guys are on, congratulations. If not, we're going to reach out to you and tag you in a Facebook in the post, and we will get that promo code to you. So congratulations to the winners for the promo codes and the hat giveaway. Ryan won the hat. So we'll get all that stuff out to you. And then I'm going to show you guys some more fish. And we are going to wrap it up. So if you guys want to see fish, comment. I showed you guys some of the Peru fish that just came in. And I'm going to go through with some of the comments. So I didn't even read two guys in a fries comment. He said, "What's up, Mike? Fish doing well." He says he's got a 4-hour drive left. And he says, "You continue to blow me away with great fish and great customer service." And I appreciate that. I do. We work hard at it. So Nashad, what's up? My other friend from Chicago. So I'm hoping Nashad used to come down every year and stay with me. So I'm hoping you get to come down in the springtime, Nashad. If this COVID pandemic gets better, I'd like to have you come back down and visit with us. We could go out to the Green Swamp again. I know you remember those trips out there collecting the native fish. So In fact, we went out collecting with Art Parola last weekend and Bill Shields, and we caught some really cool native fish. I've got a tank of them. I don't know if they're going to be hiding or not. Let me go see. I think they're on the back side over here. They're probably going to be hiding. Oh, some of them are out. So we got Gloriosus, which is, native fish to Florida. I see a little darter, swamp darter right there. We got Elisoma, the pygmy sunfish. But they're all hiding down in that leaf litter. And we're actually going to start carrying some of these on our website. You can see the little Elisomas right there. But, I think a lot of the North American native fish are overlooked by the hobby. So we're hoping, to educate people not only that there's beautiful fish in other parts of the world, but we have some beautiful fish right here in Florida, So we'll probably take a little while to get those guys photographed and up on the website, but we are going to start carrying some North American native fish. So I'm excited about that. We got some more orange lasers in here. Shannon said, how about the albino dolphins? I just ordered 5 of them today. They look amazing. Nice. That's a fish that took me forever when it first came out because there wasn't a lot of people that had albino dolphins, but I really like that we finally have them and we have them breeding, and it's just a beautiful fish. I have a thing for albinos, so the guys always tell me, like, man, we don't need another albino type. Like, we were offered some albino Madoka white lips from Germany, and they were very, very expensive, and the guy's like, it's just an albino. But I'm like, yeah, but it's an albino Madoka. I'm like, I want to see what it looks like when it gets big, but there's lips. Don Gooman, Don and Dan, the Gooman twins. Good to see you on. Now you guys are up there in Sandusky, Ohio. I believe it's Sandusky, so I know you guys are probably getting some cold weather now too. David's asking about big Azuria Mels. I think we have some left inside. A lot of them we keep over in the greenhouse, but we do have some big ones here. So there you go. There's one of them. He's probably, I'd say 6 inches, He's definitely the dominant one. Another one's getting beat up in there, but there's 2 males and a bunch of females in this tank. So yeah, they're big size. I know Drayden brought over some otter points. Some of those males are starting to show some good color. Otter points could be quite finicky, so they sometimes do well in all male tanks, but for the most part, I always recommend to people to keep them separate, from an all male tank. So you get you like a breeder pack of the otter points, and the males look really, really nice. We got the pink flash right here. David Patton's on. What's up, David? So the OCA is next week in Ohio, and this is like the 2nd year in a row that we're not going, and I'm sad because that's like my favorite show of the year is the OCA. But we are going to be doing some donations to the OCA, so they're going to be doing a raffle, so we're going to have some fish up for, doing a raffle with the OCA, and then we're also going to be sending fish for the display tanks at the OCA. So even though we're not going to be there in person, a lot of our fish are going to be there to show support for those guys. If you guys don't know what the OCA is, it's Ohio Cichlid Association. They have the extravaganza every year, and it's just by far the best show in my opinion. Now Rusty's going to have a good show next year. Rusty Wessel, he's going to have the ACA in Kentucky, so that should be a great show also. But the OCA every year, it's just a great group of fish keepers there that are all there, for the love of the fish, and you actually get to see a lot of really cool fish that you typically don't see in the hobby. And then you also get to listen to some speakers that travel, from all over that are going to be giving talks about, a lot of knowledge about, different types of fish from different parts of the world that, a lot of people don't know, so the talks are very informative and you actually learn a lot in those talks. So it's just a great time. The OCA is every year. So sad that we're not going to be there, but if you guys are close to Cleveland and you want to go to the OCA, I definitely recommend it. It's a great show. So, we've got some yellow blades in. These guys are starting to show some good color. There's also a lot of fish for it being a 75-gallon tank, but even with that, you can see the really nice blades on those Mels. And I know you guys are always wanting to see something besides Africans, because we have a lot of fish besides Africans. Like this came in from the Peru shipment. This is the emerald green Quarries. Those guys are really nice. So we got lots and lots of Quarries here at Imperial Tropicals. That was one group of fish that I told the guys that I really want to bring in a lot of different variety on. Just so you guys know, this is a scissor lift that we're using to cover up the skylight. So it's kind of in the way right now, but I parked it in such a way I can slide by. We did get some wild caught Discus on that last shipment. I'll try not to freak those guys out, but so far they're looking really good. So these are wild caught. I know you guys that have been following us on the Imperial Tropicals Fish Keeper group see that Mike Bernard has had good success breeding one of our pairs of Discus, and we got the fry growing up and they're growing really fast. So hopefully it won't be too much longer, and we'll have some tank raised ones also available. So this is the Peru black bar silver dollar, and this is also not a very common silver dollar. It's got the nice black barring on the side. These guys are not showing full color yet, but the bigger they get, the more pronounced that black bar gets. And then we actually got some Roquel Severum. This is the one that has always been debated, like, is this the true red shoulder Severum, the Roquel Heroes? And we feel like it is. I'm trying to talk Drayden into not selling these guys and saving some back for breeders, because this is a very hard Severum to find in the wild. So I'd like to at least save some of these guys back for breeders and let Mike Bernard work with them, because it's right up his alley. We've got the Tiger Severums that we're also growing up for breeders, but we're going to be adding lots of new wild types into our breeding program, and this is one that I'm excited about. Of course, at this age and size, they're not going to be showing full color, but even at this size, they're very colorful and attractive. So excited about that. What else we got? Ahmad says it's 10:37 p.m. in India. Nice. That's not too bad then. Mauricio from Mexico, Monterey. Glad to have you on. Still going to come down there and see you one day. I know our good friend Josh Cunningham went down there a couple years ago and visited with you. So, hopefully if this world gets a little bit safer for traveling, we're going to be hitting the road and doing some road trips. And I would love to fly into Mexico and be with people that know the area and go out collecting. I definitely would not do it without, having somebody local to the area, because a lot of these fish, even in Mexico, are not, you got to drive a long ways to get them, and you need to know people that know people. So Mauricio, I'm looking forward to coming down there and collecting with you one day. Redhead Tacos, those guys are looking good. The water is brown because we are doing some preventative treatment. They are healthy, but they're just to be as a precaution, we decided to quarantine those guys a little bit longer. Got the Cupid cichlids. These came in on that last order, and these guys are huge, really nice, and they don't get very big. So These are, already almost breeding size, some of them. So excited about those guys. Very peaceful fish. Alright, what else we got? I'm going to leave it on the Peacock Dungeons while I answer some questions. Mauricio's getting on everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. You hit that like button, that tells us that you guys are enjoying the videos and gives us a little bit of motivation to stop what we're doing every Friday and show you guys around the facility. Ali Sean, what's up? Team Randy, any hints regarding Black Friday sale? Well, the only hint that I could give is that we are doing one, and it's going to be big. We try to go always bigger than the year before. This year is going to be a lot better for us because we're in the new building and we've got lots of new fish. So we're real excited that we are going to do the Black Friday, and we're going to go even bigger than we did last year. We Must Rebel. Wow, that sounds like a Bob Marley song. I like that. Said he got 12 rummy nose and they're all doing great. I'm telling you, the rummy nose that have been coming in, I showed them earlier in the video. Those guys are as nice of rummy nose as I've ever seen, and those are actually tank raised from our friend in Indonesia. So super excited about those rummy nose. Yeah, the flick of the wrist says it's going to be down in the 40s next week here in Florida. So we do have a cold snap coming in, and that's one thing that we've been busy with this week, is just getting everything prepared for this cold snap that's coming. Ahmad said it's more like 9,000 miles to India from Florida. I always think 3,000 miles to, get to California. So yeah, you're right. You're on the opposite side of the world from us right now, brother. So be safe, all right? Take lots of pictures. Shannon says it's 50 in Michigan. Had to go rescue some koi yesterday before we got snow. Pond was only 3 foot deep. Oh dang, it was a real muddy pond too. Yeah, that's not very good. That's not good. Well, good job, man. Glad you were able to get them before the cold snap. David's asking to see the Tricephalus. Yep, I can show you to you. So let's go back over here. Squeeze by this scissor lift. Try to park it in such a way we can still slide by. Alright, let's find the Trets. I know I was looking at them the other day. They were showing good color for the size they are. Let's see, where are the Trets? Yeah, right here. Really, really cool fish, dude. Tanganyikans, they're just probably one of my favorite groups because of the personality and the community that you could build. Right? When you do Mabunas, it's just all-out war, as you already know. Same thing with peacocks and halves. Like, okay, well, you only keep males, and even then it's all-out war. But with these Tanganyikans, you could do multiple types of tangs in a tank. You still have to worry about aggression, but I mean, look at the colors of these guys. I mean, they're really, really nice size and very, very healthy. So these are all tank raised also. So super excited. And they only get the banding, when they get bigger. So that tells you that these guys are good size already. You're probably looking at like a 2 inch, 2.5 inch fish. But they're looking really nice. We got a few Lulupis left. And then we got some Batatas. Looks like there's a couple more. Let's see, what else we got here? We got some of the Slender buffalo head cichlid. These are actually the West African. This is the ones that don't get as big, they're a lot more slender. It's hard to see them on that white background, but so if you got a West African tank, those guys are really cool. What else do we have right here close by so I can get some more comments? We got the Dick Feldeye Julichromis, and we got some Synodontis decorus in this tank. Marshall Connor says happy 246th birthday double dog. What's up, Simplify? Yep, a lot of people don't know what that means, but I do, so I appreciate that. So November 10th of every year is the Marine Corps' birthday. So I actually talked to a couple of my buddies yesterday that I served with in the Marine Corps, and I haven't seen them in like 20 years, but I think it's pretty awesome that, you know, even after all that time, we're able to keep in touch with each other. This is multifasciatus, and I just looked at the sign. It says not for sale. So they're saving these guys back. Looks like they're already breeding. I'm seeing them hang out by the shells. So I appreciate that, Marshall. Alright. Let's go over to the rainbow section. We haven't showed those guys off because I'm still scrolling through these comments as we go. And then we're going to wrap this thing up. Yeah, Chevy Fish says whiptails are all cool. I do. I love whiptails. The chameleons are awesome. And I think we got some of those on that Peru border. They were all buried up in the sand, but we did get some chameleons on that one. That's the ones that turn black and white, and they like to hide. So let's start down here with the rainbows. Brandon O, hello. Brandon's on. Hey, if this is your first time on the live feed, make sure you comment and say, hey, what's up, everyone? It's a community of fish keepers, and we're all passionate about fish. So I'm really bad with Facebook or not Facebook, but YouTube names, because you know, everybody uses handles on YouTube. But you know, it's the first time here. Make sure you give a shout out. So. This is the Doherty-eyed rainbow. You can see some of those males are looking really, really nice. And then the yellow rainbows down here, they're looking really, really nice. So I'm going to keep it on the yellows while I answer some more. Alright, let's see. Kenneth Young is asking, are the green lasers up for sale yet? You know what? I want to say that I saw them go up on the Facebook page yesterday. So I do believe that they are up for sale. And from what Drayden was telling me, that he's only going to sell, because we only got like 20 of them, that we're going to save half of them back for breeding, and then we're going to put some of them up for sale. So they should be up on the website. So if not, you can always shoot us an email. Look at these yellow rainbows, man. The Herbert Axelrod, one of the famous, you know, most famous people in the fish hobby. Axelrod. All right, Dan's on with two guys, fish and fries. Do you have any cherry shrimp for sale? He said the fish we bought yesterday are awesome. Thanks for the high quality. We do have some cherry shrimp. Yeah, we actually breed them in-house, and you know, they're on our website. We actually are allowed to sell them on Amazon too. Not that you need to go to Amazon and buy them, but we do have cherry shrimp. So if anything, the next time you guys are back in Lakeland, you know, set up a time to pick up, and we'll have some bagged up for you. But yeah, we have some really nice strains of cherry shrimp, and we got a lot of different colors of neocardinas. We got white ones, we got the yellow, we got black neos, we got, you know, sometimes we get you know, the higher grades out of the ones we breed, like the secure grade, but usually you know, those are very limited. But as far as the regular cherries, you know, we usually got a lot of them, and they're solid red too, so it's a really good great grade of shrimp. Ali Sean says her local fish store brought in a Brazil shipment. Nice. Well, there is so many nice new fish coming in from Brazil. I can't wait till we're ready to bring in a shipment. I drool every time I look at the Brazil list because there's lots of new fish coming in. All right, Blitz Peacock Bass. What's up, everyone? Keith Hanshaw says he's torn on the Birchers. Brashears. They're both really nice, so you really can't go wrong with either one. Two guys are saying we should show the vat of the OB fryer. They were amazing. You know what? Maybe we'll do that one of these Fridays. I'll go to the greenhouse, and you know, a lot of the people haven't been. A lot of people haven't been. You know, I haven't seen a video of us going into the greenhouse. You know, this building that we're doing all the videos in is primarily where we do the videoing, but maybe one of these Fridays I'll go into the greenhouse and show you guys what the vats look like, because there's lots of nice fish in the vat rooms. So in fact, all the fish you see in here are pretty much, you know, that we breed. We have, you know, lots of them over in the greenhouse also. All right, I'm gonna get through these questions. I'll put it on the red fin. Coach and Lotus, those guys are so nice. All right, David, he said he wants that big Azuria. So make sure when you place your order, shoot us an email and just tell them that you want the dominant one in the tank, and that's the one they'll get you. So really nice fish. So he wants that big Mendoka Mel. Yeah, I didn't mean to show you that tank, or not you, but anybody, because he might have those set to the side, because I haven't seen any big Mendokas in quite some time. That size, usually like 3-inch was the biggest we've been getting in. So, but shoot Drayden an email, harass him. Andrew Jackson says he missed some of the stream. Where is the OCA? The OCA is in Strongsville, Ohio. So just outside of Cleveland, on the outskirts. And if you just Google OCA Cichlid Association or Cichlid Convention with OCA in it, you'll find a link to the website. And it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. So it's not this weekend, but next weekend. And it's a great time. So Earl Pearson asked if we sell ruby red Oscars. So, you know, we've been bringing in some new Oscars from Asia that, you know, they kind of changed the names, you know, from like, you know, red tiger Oscar, red Oscar. So I'm not sure, you know, some people call the ruby red, you know, red Oscar. I think it's just a common name that they add to it, but I don't think we do have any, you know, I think we have the tiger Oscars. Let me go over here and look at the Oscar tank. Yeah, we got the red tiger Oscars, but we do not have any of the just red Oscars, which the difference is that they're not going to have the barring like the red tiger. They're just going to have a solid red side on their body. And I think the ruby red is just another name for the red Oscar that, you know, if it's coming from Asia, then it's probably juiced at a small age to bring out more red at a younger age. But we do have a local breeder for our Oscars. So he's been out of stock, but I'm hoping that he'll have some available. So if you see something on our website that you want, but it's out of stock, make sure you hit that notification by email. So when it's out of stock, you can get notified as soon as we upload the inventory. And that's probably the best way. That's our waiting list basically for that fish. And you'll get notified as soon as we put them on the website. So if you want red Oscars, you know, get that email notification. That way, you know, when they do go back up on stock, you could jump on them, because a lot of the fish, you know, is very limited. And, you know, once we put up, you know, 20 or 30 of them, they usually go pretty quick. So Vincent H, what's up? Chevy Fish just put up the dates, November 19th to the 21st in Strongsville, Ohio. Martin's on. Mike, do you have any teasers for Black Friday, or have I missed it? Yeah, this will be the third time I brought it up, but it'll be the same answer, is that it's going to be bigger and better than last year, and we're super excited. But as far as teasers, no, I can't really start putting out any, teasers of what fish are going to be up, mainly because we don't know yet. We're still working on a list of, hey, this would be a good one, or hey, let's do that one. And, there's going to be a lot of going back and forth, debating on which fish will be up for the Black Friday sale, but it's going to be a big sale. I do know that. So just, keep an eye on Facebook, and we'll probably be letting some stuff out next week, giving people a heads up. So the governor asked if we showed our discus. So I did show the wild caught discus, but I did not show the tank raised one. So let me go here and show you the tank raised. This is the red Alenker discus. So more like a wild type body shape with more red on it. These guys are hiding back there in the back, but so just so you know, like these guys they're probably about, I don't know, let's say body height 3-4 inches tall. So they're not going to be showing lots of color at that size. And that's mainly because these discus are not juiced with methyl testosterone like a lot of the discus in the hobby are. So these guys will not show color until they reach maturity, kind of like the peacock, African peacocks. So already they have good color, but the bigger they get, the more colorful they get. So that's what's great. You might see discus at a small size that aren't like popping with color, and that's because they're not supposed to pop with color at that size. So this is the marble reds. So like if you Google an image of a marble red, you're going to see probably pictures of males that are just crazy beautiful colors. But these guys are, still young and not colored up yet. And then that's it on the discus. We had another tank, and we must have sold out of them. So so that we got these two, this red Alenker, and then we got the marble reds, and then we got the wild types that we just brought in from Peru. But those guys will probably not be ready, for at least another week. Anytime we bring in the wild caught, we try to give them as much time to recover, but they are looking really nice. And these guys are big. You're probably looking at like a 5-6 inch body on those discus right there. And that's the wild type from Peru. So that's the 3 types of discus we have right now. Yeah, Kyle, I like the peacock gudgeons too. I think every rainbow tank should have a group of peacock gudgeons in it. And we actually had some of the Empire gudgeons too, and we don't get those very often. That was like the first time we've had the Empire. In fact, I grabbed a group of the Empire gudgeons and set them in my tank at my house, because I ended up setting up a rainbow tank. So I got a group of the Empire gudgeons, and that's one that I like to breed here. So we're growing some up for breeders. I'm going to keep it on the Alanacar rostratum. This is a breeding group that we have. And this is how easy it is to breed these guys. This is a 40-gallon tank. We've got 1 male with 5 females, and they've been just breeding like crazy. Right now he's not showing like really popping colors, but it's been a very good breeding tank for us. So you guys that are into breeding fish, 1 male and 4 females or whatever in a 40 is plenty of room. What's cool about this peacock Alanacar is, I always say this is like the missing link between the predator haps and the Alanacar species, because he's got the body shape of the predator haps, but it's actually in the family of Alanacara. So really cool fish, and not very common either. Kyle says, I love your guys' setup. I work at my local fish store, and it's so impressive to see how many tanks you maintain and keep clean. Well, you could thank the crew that we have here. Like, they're just, phenomenal fish keepers. And even when somebody joins our crew and, they're like learning, from the bottom of knowledge with all these different fish, they're surrounded by people with extraordinary knowledge. So like everybody here is passionate about the fish, and that I think spreads to our customers with the passion that we put into breeding and growing and getting all these rare fish. So it's I appreciate you saying that, because it's a lot of work. Like you said, I mean, we have like 600 tanks going in this room right now, and with 300 more tanks on the way. So it's, it's a lot. Sarah has been taking care of these tanks and these racks, and she's doing a great job with, keeping them, up, healthy. It's just all these fish have different diets and different requirements. So it's a credit to the people that work here, right? They're doing a great job, and so I can't take much of that credit. This is the black orange lithobates. So this is not for sale. You can see they even wrote NFS on the tank to make sure that we didn't sell them. This is one that breeds better inside for us. These are some that we're growing up. You can already see a couple of those males that are really popping with color. And there's probably a few females I see holding. Yep, I see a couple females holding in there right now. So, so you guys that are into breeding, you don't have to, get a really big tank to breed fish in. In fact, I think it's the best way to keep fish and breeding groups. If you want to see the true, beauty of the fish and behavior, they do really well when you just do a species only tank. Carl says, the more I keep cichlids, the more I love West Africans. I do too, man. The hemichromas, we've got, I think, 3 types of hemichromas going right now, but I want more. There are so many different unique ones, and the pelvichromas, the cribs, there's all different wild type locations that we plan on getting. So, so in the future, I think you're going to see a lot more West Africans coming in, even if we have to bring them in direct. Look at these leaf fish. That's another one from the Peru order. Tell me that's not wild. That is a crazy, crazy looking fish right there. And they're doing exceptionally well. I don't know if they're up on the website yet, but once they get that check mark, that means that they're good to go. That means they're eating. We're not seeing any issues. So that's another one from that Peru order. Kyle says, this is my first time here for the record, but watched your channel on and off for a bit. Sorry for the spam. I don't even know what spam. I'm not seeing spam, but I'm glad you joined. I mean, that's technology that I could sit here and talk live to you guys, and I mean, I love it. So I love interacting with our customers. Keep America 2A strong. Says he's have ordered many cichlids from you guys. You are the best. Hey, from South Carolina. Hey, I don't, it's not good to brag on yourself, so I try not to do it, but I agree. I mean, I think it's our passion for what we do, it's just, and our work ethics, I mean, we work really, really hard to do a good job, so I figure the best way to survive in business is to outwork your competition. That was pretty cool to see him open up his jaws. Been getting multiple phone calls. Kyle says, I've been tempted to do an order, but I'm always scared of buying rainbows online without a quarantine set up. Well, you could, bet that when you order from us, that you're going to be ordering some of the best, healthiest fish out there, because we go through so many steps to make sure they're healthy. But we still, even with that being said, we still recommend a quarantine setup for all new arrivals. I mean, you got an established tank set up and those fish are doing well. They've adjusted to their water parameters, and then you go bringing in new fish. It doesn't matter if it's from your local pet store or not. They need a quarantine set up because your water is different than my water, and the stress from shipping, they need to recover. It's especially important with the African cichlids, because they're so aggressive that you go adding all male peacocks to an established peacock tank. I can guarantee you that the dominant male in that tank is not going to be too happy about the new arrivals. So it's always good to quarantine and let them recover. And like I said, that's not just for shipping, that's even from your local stores, because their water is different than your water at home. And then on top of that, there's some good stores out there, but most of them are running central systems that are just loaded with bacteria problems and parasite issues. So that's the problem with central systems when you're bringing in fish from all over, is that whatever's in one tank will end up in another tank. I don't care if you got a UV light bulb that has to be changed out every year or not. That stuff spreads. So we like everything to be individual tank. Unless it's for breeding. We do run systems for breeding, but when you're bringing in fish from all over, it's better to have them in individual tanks. So we'll try to get through these questions. Mike or Will says, hey Mike, any plans to sell larger 264s? Oh man, that's not good. He bought one of the smaller ones and he died in his tank. Yeah, I don't like hearing that. So sorry about that. And you know, just if you know what happened, whether it was something aggressive or, you know, always just keep us in touch. Like when the fish arrive, always say, hey man, you know, these showed up rough or these showed up, you know, great. But yeah, we don't have 264s, and those come from Brazil, and we will be planning a Brazil order soon. But we did bring in these 204s, the flash plecos, and those guys are a lot bigger. As you can see, they're like 4-inch fish, and there's actually a couple contaminants that came in the bag. Look like the mustad plecos. Well, let me see if I can grab that drift float and move this guy around. So these guys are really hardy. Man. Awesome. For questions, and we're going to wrap it up. Let's see. Jose says he just received some Cyprichromis from us. Looking great, very happy. And he said yes on the greenhouse bats. He wants to see them. I'm glad to hear that. The Cyprichromis are very, very touchy. I mean, if we look at them wrong, sometimes they stress out. So we've been working really hard to, you know, package those guys up and baby them. So I'm glad that the SIPs are shipping good, because they can be very, very sensitive during shipment. This is an exciting fish. This is the Janetzia Tacos. These are actually Uruguay, the left-sided live bear. These came to me via Spencer Jack from Aficionados. Actually, I think it was one of his first times ever visiting me. Brought me some Janetzia on his way back from Uruguay, where he was collecting fish with Felipe Quintera, which is a dear friend of ours that passed away 2 years ago. That he'll be dearly missed. Felipe will. So I made it like a mission that all the fish that we ever got from Spencer Jack and Felipe, that we would maintain breeding groups on them. And this is one that at times I thought we were going to lose the breeding group because of, you know, whether it's a hurricane or a freeze or whatever. But Mike Bernard, this is another one that, you know, I think we were down to like 6 of them. And then Mike Bernard set up a nice breeding setup for them indoors, and we're starting to get some more for sale. So that's the Janetzia Anka. That's the left-sided live bear. There's a long story about why they call it the left-sided live bear, but I'm not going to go into it. But it's very, very interesting why they call it the left-sided live bear. It's because they go on a podium, which Biggs knows all about. It was on the left side, and it needed a female to have her sex organs on the right side. So that used to be what was thought, but that ended up being a myth. But there's a lot more, you know, to it. But we found out that fish find a way to breed no matter what. So just like these red wag platies, they don't care, you know, what side the sex organs are on. We got some big black swordtails, marbles right there. There's still a lot of people that like the swordtails too. I mean, they're fun to keep in planted tanks. We got plenty of those. We got plenty of guppies. We got the yellowtail guppies here. William's asking if the leaf fish are on the website. I don't know. I really don't know. They should be, because they had a check mark on them, but it's been such a crazy week that they might not be going up until next week. But you can always shoot us an email, and if you follow us on our Facebook page, every time one of those new fish go up, we post up on our Facebook page to let everybody know that, hey, you know, this new fish is live on the website. So Joseph Pagan, what's up, family? No problem, man. Yep, Ahmad just said the leaf fish are on the website. Check mark. Nice. Guys, I appreciate it. I got through all those comments finally, and I appreciate all the interaction you guys do with us, and I appreciate the support that you guys give us. It allows us to bring in more cool fish and breed more cool fish. So thank you guys for the support. We're going to get back to work here though. So congratulations to the winners on the giveaway. As soon as this video is over, we're going to be tagging you guys to notify you that you are the winners. So congratulations, and look, you know, next week for the announcement on what we're going to be giving away next Friday. And then I would say by next Friday, we should have more info for Black Friday, which will be that following Friday. So I don't know how much information we'll have ready by next Friday, but we'll definitely be able to maybe drop some more hints. So you guys have a great weekend and stay safe, and thank you again.